So this seems to be a trend with SJW morons and the groups that they create. And by groups, I mean foundations, organizations, you name it. When they align ideologically, I see a particular trend occur where they step away from what they were or their mission statement, for example, and go complete fucking moron. Like,
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
at any rate, it. Wow. So I was going to do a different video on some research that I found, and I'll probably still do that and copy, paste it up later or whatever. And this was the first thing I read when I came in. So Donald Trump said that he's going to have the Secretary of State look at South Africa land and farm seizures and expropriations and large-scale killings of farmers. The South African government is now seizing land from white farmers. Quotes Tucker Carlson on Fox News. I'm assuming that's who he's quoting. The ADL, whose name is the Anti-Defamation League, to stop the defamation of Jewish people and secure justice and fair treatment for all. That's their mission statement, assuming that they're being honest. Commits defamation, and therein lies the trend. They go from anti-defamation to defaming because it's suitable, I guess. Deeply troubling. This is a white supremacist talking point. For years, they've campaigned to stop white genocide in South Africa and made false claims about race-based killings of white South African farmers. Our full statement. So they made a full statement upon this because President Trump said something. Well, the clown did say something, and it happens to be accurate, which is a rarity for this guy, but still, it's accurate. And the very first response at the very top of this tweet is, "Good day, ADL. I'm in South Africa. My kind and I face terror and fear immediately every day." Oh, excuse me. Intimately every day. And indeed it is troubling to see you say white farmer genocide is a false claim. A 6-year-old boy was boiled alive a short distance from where I now stand because he happened to be white. We could give him footage. We can give him quotes. We can give him reports. It don't matter. The social justice left, the regressives, as we call them, the morons, they don't care. They have a narrative. They say it's a lie because they've never been there, so they don't know. And then they assume that they're in the right when they try to call somebody a white supremacist. In fact, the other thing that happened today is I logged into Twitter and somebody said that I was a racist for saying that just because they're unarmed does not mean they're not a threat. And then some dipshit says, "Oh, then why are they always getting shot in the back?" They're not. Well, you know, the guy that was running away from the cops that some people thought were, they thought it was a murder or whatnot, and he was just running away, and we all see the footage. "Leave me alone." He's screaming while he's running with a gun in his hand, turned around and shot at the cops. And, well, he got shot in the back 17 times or something like that because he had a gun in his hand and shot at the cops. He was not unarmed. But these unarmed ones, yeah, they'll find one or two where the cop is a piece of shit, shoots him anyways. And those cops are being tried for murder, which is great because that's what needs to happen. Cops are not above the law, and nor should they ever be. But what I find interesting and what is hilarious out of this is the left groups, left organizations, because ADL is an anti-defamation league, is what they stand for. Antifa is anti-fascist. Both groups, just as an example, and they're not the only ones, are the exact opposite of what their name means and says. Antifa says anti-fascist, but a fascist is a person that uses physical force and violence to obtain or gain political power. So, because they claim anybody's a Nazi or claim whoever's a Nazi or a white supremacist or a fascist or whatever, they'll show up and beat you up. So that's what a fascist does. That's what the Gestapo did. That's what Mussolini's buddies did, the brown coats. That's a fascist. And apparently the anti-fascist group is fascist. That's amazing. The same thing goes for the Anti-Defamation League. They just committed defamation.
Now, that was stupid, and you're going to regret it.
To me, that's just absolutely amazing. They go and say that shit that's there, that's a white supremacist talking point, when it's factually accurate. It's not a white supremacist talking point. It's factually accurate information. It just happens to be coming from the clown, the one that everybody hates. So, because he said it, it must be a lie. It must be, and we need to defame Trump, even though we're anti-defamation. We'll defame him because it's libel and slander, and you're accusing him of lying and a white supremacist all at once. White supremacy is an insult. So, you're defaming the president because you want to defame the president even though he's saying the truth. Wow. So the Anti-Defamation League defames people. The Antifa, the anti-fascists, are fascists. The Southern Poverty Law Center is another one that they're not for Southern poverty. They're for black supremacy. They're absolutely hilarious. I mean, there's so many more that people on the left take serious that they're the exact opposite of what their mission and vision statements say. Organizationally, they're a failed organization at that point. They should be gone because they're doing the exact opposite of what they set out to do. It amazes me that the cognitive dissonance in these companies is just, what the fuck? I mean, seriously. Anyways, I have a couple others I'm going to come out with. I'll release them, not today, but I'll release them in the next couple days. And yeah, the next one's going to be boring. It's about a study, but the results are absolutely hilarious, and the way they're reported against is absolutely hilarious too. So thank you for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I just couldn't help but point out the hypocrisy here, that they're actually kind of now an oxymoron. The Anti-Defamation League defames people. Antifa are fascists. I mean, the memes write themselves, right? I mean, what else can you do? All right, well, thanks for watching.